Hey, hi. Thank you for submitting. It looks nice. Overall, it's looking good. So we can take a look. Yeah, nice. Overall, looking nice from side view and 3/4. It looks good. From front view, I would say like because of hands, it looks more manly. Overall, looking nice from side view and 3/4. It looks good. From front view, I would say like because of hands, it looks more manly. Instead of we need more feminine, more female like walk. The attitude needs to be showed here. So first we'll work on the body. Okay, body and the legs. So let's hide the hands. Okay. So first thing, we'll work on the pelvis. Try to show the side to side weight shift and nice that you're working on main poses. You're submitting this in the step mode. It's very nice. So for pelvis, yeah, rotation Z, which is this one. So I'll make it 0 for both of them. Okay, and Y, okay, Y is this one, right? And X, we don't need this X too much. We can add it later if you want. So I'll make it 0. Then there is no translation. Okay, so we'll start with Z axis. So there are two controls. You can see you have done the rotation in the both the controls. We can use any one of them. So let's say this one. Let's see the control, how much it's rotating. Okay, it's rotating from the belly. You see it's affecting the belly as well. And this one, yeah, this pelvis is nice. We can use this one. So if I go here, so on the passing pose, I'll rotate this. Okay, so weight is here on the right leg, character right leg. Okay, so I rotate it in the Z axis. So for more weight, let's make it -6. Okay, and on the other pose after 9, let's say 23 is the passing pose, right? So here I'll make it +6. So we can make everything spline now. It will be better to work in the spline. So I'll select whole body and go to graph editor and make it auto tangents, and then I'll bring this here so you can see the weight is shifting on the down pose and then it goes to passing. Then weight is slightly shifting here. Then it goes to contact. Again, weight is shifting. Here weight is shifting more on down pose. Then weight is shifting here on the passing. Then again. Okay. So here to make it cycle, we'll keep it tangent like this. Okay. So it goes like all the way, nice arc. So overall, we can see, yeah, we have nice weight shift here. Also, for this, we can translate the pelvis. So more here. Okay, and change this to spline pass. So here you can see it's minus, maybe let's take -2. Okay, and here we'll take it 2. Okay, so I will use the absolute view. So you can see the from it will go minus to plus. So here I'll make it 2, and so the weight is shifting here on the down pose. Then weight is shifting more on the passing. Then we have up pose, then contact. Again weight is shifting more on the down, then passing, then up pose, and we can make a nice cycle for the graph. Okay, overall check now. We have nice weight shift here. Maybe if you feel like okay this looks too much, then we can easily reduce. You can select everything, click on the center, and we shift, press R, and with on the center shift and reduce this graph, so it will reduce from the center. Okay, so later we can add the timing, like where you want to do the favor. For example, you want more favor on this side, here also more favor on this side. You can do all those. So while shifting the weight from contact to down, it goes fast, then slow weight shift, then again it goes to contact, like that. So you can work on timing and we can add nice weight. And one more thing, I feel like if you see here on the contact, is the legs are stretching too much. So overall we can bring it down slightly. So in the contact we can show slight bend. Here also for the knee we can show slight bend, and these two knees we can delete this, we can break the tangent, break the channel here, break connection, and make it master both. So when you move the leg, knee won't affect. So here we work on passing pose. So we'll do the counter pose. For example, let's say we have hip in this direction, so we'll counter the chest. Okay, and if you see, it's going in y-axis, right? This one. Okay, so sorry, z-axis. So let's say z is 7 here. Okay, and rest everything will be 0. So again, the passing pose here, I'll make it -7. Okay, so this one will be -7. Okay, so here slowly it start going to this side, and you can bend it more. Yeah, so now if you wanted to see the cycle, nice cycle, you can see here, you on the nerve curves like infinity, offset, pre and post infinity you can on, and from there you can on the infinity. Okay, so you will see the graph, infinity graph, and now you can make a nice flow here. So you can see the graph is breaking, so you can make a nice flow over there. So now you'll see like getting nice counter action. If you feel like okay this is too much, then you can easily reduce it. So select everything, click in the center, press R, shift, selected, you can reduce the graph size. Okay, now we can work on the chest. Also we'll work on this side to side rotation. So let's see what happening over here. For example, let's say it's in contact pose. So in contact pose you need to twist opposite way. If you see the pelvis is rotating in this way, so you need to rotate the chest in this way, in opposite direction. So for chest, select the y-axis. Okay, first we'll select everything. You can see here it's rotating in different direction, so you can select everything and make it 0. And now if you start with this first, okay, we'll rotate it in opposite direction this way, so make it, let's say, -6. Okay, and this also will make it -6. Okay, and the opposite contact will be +6. Okay, yeah, and now we can move the other keys, so you can add nice ease in ease out later. First we do just a quick blocking for this. If you want you can remove everything, then you need to add a ease in ease out where the pose get more hold and all. So now I'll keep it like this. If you want you can remove these two. Okay, so you can see we are starting to get the nice feeling over here. Okay, and you can feel so many jerks here, those we need to clean later. Also I think the pelvis is in the step mode. Okay, yeah, pelvis is in the step mode, we need to change it to spline. Okay, yeah, so the other one, pelvis, the rotation, why we need to improve this, otherwise it will give us some jerk. So you can delete these two. No, this one we need ease in ease out. So I'm just doing the blocking, later in the polishing we can add all the offsets and everything. Okay, now you can work on the shoulder. So for that we need to on the arms, so you can work on shoulder. So this up and down, and also you can work on this back and forth. Okay, so first I'll add the back and forth action. So let's say here the arm is going back, right? So let's say here we'll do for one side and then later you can copy paste the other side. So let's say we'll add this 6, and here say add -6, and again here we can make it 6. Okay, so you can remove these two. So now you can see starting to get the feeling. Okay, also if you feel like okay the shoulder looks too much, then you can easily reduce or select everything and tone down. In the female walk, mainly attitude depends on the arms. The elbow goes in the contact pose, so you need to work on arm. Let's say it goes in like this. Yeah, when it goes back, the arm will be in like this, and select all three controls. Okay, so here I'll delete all these breakdowns. Here also I'll delete all these and copy paste this one here. Okay, and here we can bring this slightly in and make a nice pose for these fingers. I don't know what happened to this. Okay, we'll rotate this manually. Make a nice pose overall. Okay, and from there on the passing pose, we can rotate this way slightly. We can drag the arm, make it straight. Okay, so we need to add the drag in the arms. So here we'll drag this slightly, this also we can drag, and slightly I'll bring this inside, so you'll get nice feeling of this break. Okay, then it start to move forward. I'll break the arm slightly. Okay, now you can overlap the arm. So here you can move this forward, and this one as well you can move it more forward, so you'll get nice overlap here with minimum poses. See, so the hand goes back and it stops there. We can add some more nice movement. So here I'll move this forward. Okay, yeah, I'll move this more back. So there can see the jerk, so we need to work in the graph, need to work nicely. The rotation of the arm is too much, so from the side view it looks good. We need to work on front, and I feel like overlap is too much. You can reduce that. If you go to graph editor, you can easily reduce that. Okay, and we can work on cycle here. Also you need to work in other rotations, all these. So those we can do in the polishing stage. For now we are just doing the blocking. Also you can see it's suddenly getting in here, so you need to work on this as well. You can slide here slightly, get this in. So this portion, the rotation X, so you can see it's too much. and we need to work on shoulder up down. For example, this one, let's say from there, while going forward we can bring the shoulder up, here also shoulder up, from there it goes down, here more down, and again it starts to come up. Here you can bring it down, more down, and start to go up. So later what we can do, we can work in the graph for z axis. You can see from there it goes down. You can study the video reference and you can shoot yourself, or you can find some female reference and study each and every part, how it rotates, how it moves. Okay. I would say this is quick blocking I did to show you how the walk can do. We can do the one side, then we can do the other side later. Okay, overall neck I'll rotate forward. Also you need to work on knees and legs. So let's say, yeah, this is nice the way the leg is coming from here. It's so for female you can bring it from inside. Also you can work on knees. Let's say you can bring the knees in like this. Here also you can bring it in. So from there it goes in and it start coming out. You can delete this key and gradually it will starts coming out. Okay, you can slightly keep this in, copy paste it here. Okay, so like this, and you need to work on the legs as well. So look at this slide, graph edit. If you go to graph editor, you need to work on z-axis. You can keep a key here and keep a key here somewhere, and you can delete all this and make it linear. Okay, and this needs to be, spacing needs to be nice, ease in, ease out, like